Hi, my name's Jess. I'm getting ready to hike the Appalachian Trail this year, starting March 10th, 2026, and going the full distance of 2,200 miles, hopefully over the course of 6 months. This is my pack, and this is everything I'm bringing. I thought I'd show you what I have. The pack right now weighs about 24.5 pounds, and that is with no water. On the outside of my pack, I have a handkerchief to wipe my nose and get the spider webs off. I have a whistle just in case, and I have a temperature reader. On the other side, I have a collapsible water bottle, which shout out to Taylor, the New Hampshire hiker, for this recommendation. Can't wait to use it. Have not tried it yet. So the bag is from Osprey, and I got it during one of their sales that they had last year, REI. In the front here, there's 2 side pockets on either side. And right now on the right-hand side, I have pepper spray and I have a bear horn. So this just sits right here on my hip pocket, just in case I need it. I also have a fanny pack, and I'll show you what's in that as well. But in the top space here, I have all of my electronics and things that absolutely have to stay dry. So that's all my cords. Some of the stuff that I've weighed in on the pack is actually going to be on me. Like my Garmin is going to be on me. I won't actually be carrying it. It'll be, I don't know if that considers carrying it, if it's on you versus it's in your pack. So anyway, my water filter is also in here, my headphones. So that's what's in this top pack. And it's in this was a gift, this super strong, sealable, waterproof bag. So that's in the very, very top. Let me show you what's in the front pocket for easy access. First thing that I have is my footprint. I haven't seen too many people use a footprint in all the videos that I've been watching, so I'm curious to see what is out there, but I got this from Gossamer Gear. It's incredibly light, and it's gonna make me feel better that I'm using it. So I have, right there is my footprint, and then I have my rainfly, and my rainfly is kept separate from my tent and my cables. And I just learned that trick like last week. And thank you to whatever YouTube watcher that I was watching that told me to take apart and disassemble the way that my tent came and have it reassembled the way it works for my pack. Totally genius. So my rainfly stays away from my my actual tent. So that's all that's in here. On this first side pocket, this is all my rain gear. I have from Hyperlite, I got my little rain mittens here. I have a rain poncho. I have rain pants. I have a rain jacket, and hopefully that should cover it with rain. And I also got a Hyperlite umbrella, which I heard is supposed to be very, very nice, like luxury item to bring. I don't know. I'm very sensitive to the sun, so I'm more looking forward to using it when I want some shade, but we'll see. That's definitely coming with me. On the other side of the pocket here, we have, this is interesting. So I'm bringing a chamois with me. I used to be a diver, and we used to have these chamois, you know, for diving. And I thought long and hard about what I wanted to bring as far as a, you know, something to clean up the condensation inside your tent, something to clean up like your body, something that you could actually even wring out and put on your neck to keep you cool. And I was like, ooh, a chamois. It weighs absolutely nothing. And if I really want to cut down on weight, I can easily cut this down to 1/8 of what it is. But it doesn't really weigh that much. So I have this little chamois in there. I have my micro spikes, which I've never used. We'll see how that works. I have gaiters, which I've never used. I think they still have the price tag on them. I have this climate pillow that I got as a gift, and I used it as a pillow, and I did not like it as a pillow. So I'm on the hunt right now to find a decent pillow, but I'm bringing this to use to blow up and sit on when I want to take in a rest and I want to get off my feet and there's nothing good to sit on. I could also bag this and use this to sit on. So again, this weighs almost nothing. I think it even says weight 2.5 ounces. I don't know how much we're trying to save on ounces, so I'm new at this, but those are both coming with me. And this is great. This I got as a gift. I think it was a stocking stuffer. And you basically take it out and you kind of open it up, and you can use it as, like, you could use it to cover yourself if you're cold, caught in the wind. You could put it on the ground to, you know, protect you from moisture. So this weighs nothing, and it's definitely coming with me. I don't even know if maybe I could double use this as a footprint, or even if I'd want to. So I don't know. I'm gonna bring this, but I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. So that takes care of everything in the front pocket. Over here on the side pocket, I am bringing a Nalgene bottle. I know it weighs a little bit more than most bottles, but I have definitely used the trick of putting boiling hot water in here and putting it between my legs to keep me warm when I'm cold. So I am gonna bring this for multi-purpose. On this side of the pack, my tent, poles and stakes and all that stuff. That's all in there. Now let's get into the actual pack itself. Okay, so in here I have a compression sack, which will go in what's in there. I have another sack. I have a third sack, and we'll go through what's in each one of those sacks. And then on the bottom here, I have these are like camp shoes, water shoes, you know, really super lightweight, but it has a bottom to it. And if I want to use my orthotics in there, like let's say I'm just like, I cannot wear my other shoes any longer, my hiking shoes, and I want to wear something else. This is kind of not a bad choice. I would never be able to hike in Crocs. I don't even wear Crocs normally, so it'd make it even weirder for me to hike in them. So this was a recommendation from a Facebook group that I belong to, Appalachian Trail Hikers Class of 2026. So shout out for that suggestion. Haven't used one. Down here, of course, we have the Nemo, which is going to keep me nice and warm because it's going to be cold in those Smokies. So this is going to be my my mattress. What else is in here? This bag came with a cover for the bag, and it also came with a little drain hole so that water doesn't pool up in the bottom of your sack. It actually has like a little grommet so that the water will go out. So that's really nice. I'm going to bring that as well. And then I have my sleeping quilt. This was also a gift. I've used it quite a few times and I love it. I'm, you know, still gonna figure out how it's gonna be on this trip, but it's very light and it's super easy to unpack and repack. So that's coming with me. So that's everything that's in the pack. And I also have my trekking poles, which I got from Amazon, and I only just learned maybe 2 weeks ago that I'm actually supposed to be using this and not this. So just a shout out to all the people who have been giving me suggestions, because I would have started hiking with this little rubber cap on and probably would have been laughed off the mountain. So I'm glad to know that this is underneath here, because I didn't know that up until a week ago. All right, let's start. Now, the compression sack. I'm really excited about this because I had been looking for one and then I found it and I had a coupon. So I don't know how compression sacks work in the world, but for this, it worked out great for me. It's pretty big. And let's see what we got in here. So this, I think, this has my tent in it. So there's my tent. It also has, I'm bringing 2 liners. Now I know that might seem a little extreme, but I'm willing to get rid of one if I don't need it. I'm gonna bring a silk one that I get on in first, and then I'm gonna bring a second liner that goes over my my little quilt, because my quilt isn't a mummy style, and it does have an open the sides. On over here there's like 2 clips. So I think if I mummy myself in, use my sleeping quilt, and then mummy myself again, it should be good. That's the strategy that I'm going with. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. At the bottom of here, I have, this is like my pajama set. So I have some wipes to wipe myself off before bed. I have a pair of really warm socks. So I might switch these out for, I have a pair of like camp slippers, which I might switch these out for, I'm not sure. I'm gonna start with that. I've got some hand and foot warmers. I got myself a pair of silk top and bottom. So I'll be sleeping in silk pajamas. And also I have in here the silk liner that I'll be sleeping in. This is all of like first aid, bathroom toiletries, sunscreen. I have a small little hairbrush. I have earplugs, a little thing of toothpaste, some tweezers. I'm susceptible to ticks. I've gotten over Lyme's disease. I'm actually taking Lyme disease prevention medication right now, so that I will be even immune to Lyme's disease even before I hit the trail. I don't know if I said sunscreen or not. And then I have a couple of like, you know, the old-fashioned diaper clips, just in case I need to hang like my socks or something like that. So that's what's in that bag. In here, this is going to be, oh, this is all first aid. So this is my leukotape, my Band-Aids, you know, anti-diarrhea medicine, some, you know, Neosporin, things like that. So I'm sure that when I get a shakedown, half of this stuff is going to go. So I'm just starting out with a lot, and we're going to see what happens with that. Then we've got the food bag, which is also way overstuffed. It's probably not going to be taking this much, but have it show you how I have it broken down. This is for breakfast. This has like Carnation instant breakfast. It has some oatmeal. It has some hot chocolate, just, you know, some things that I might need. It also has, so LMNT makes a chocolate caramel hydration, and I love to drink that with hot water, and it's kind of like hydration and hot chocolate at the same time. Then I have some bunch of stuff here. I have like Knorr, those Knorr rice mixes. I have a ramen. I'm bringing some butter for sure. And that's what's in here. But I brought some Goya seasoning. Not sure how much of this is going to actually get used, but we're going to start with all of this. And then at the very bottom, I have my jet oil. And now I know that people have different opinions about through hiking and what your stove system is going to be. I'm still super new at this, so I'm going to choose what I think is going to be easiest for me, and I'm going to just do what I feel comfortable with until I'm really comfortable with it, and then I'll probably upgrade and end up moving to one of those much smaller burners. So, but this is what I'm starting out with first. The fanny pack. The fanny pack has my cooler cloth. It has a couple of other hand warmers. It has my emergency blanket, just in case I need it. This middle pocket here has my sunglasses and, you know, bars and snacks. And then in the far pocket here, I have my trowel. I have, you know, that's to dig a cat hole. This is to go to the bathroom when you're standing up. I have hand sanitizer, those little packed wipes, which are super cool, more hand sanitizer, and that's all that's in there. I'm also going to be bringing with me a little wallet that is just going to have my ID and, you know, some money. And next to that is going to be my little pocket knife, which has nail clippers and more tweezers and I think a toothpick. Today is Thursday and I'm leaving Sunday, and then I'm beginning the trail on Tuesday. Whew. That's all.